What is up, YouTube? This is Twinkie the Trapinch bringing you another episode of Moveset Monday. If you could please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, that would be fantastic. And follow me on Twitter using the tag right below my face. Today we're going to be going over Arcanine, which is just this majestic fire wolf monster Pokemon that was released in the first generation. First thing we notice about it is just how awesome it looks. In its Pokédex entry, it's labeled as the legendary Pokemon, so that's when you start to know this is pretty legit. And its stats actually back that up. Even though its lowest stats are base 80 in its defenses, that is not bad at all for its lowest stat. Like, lots of Pokemon have like base 60 in their lowest stat, and there are even some that have in the base 30s or 40s. So base 80 for defense is awesome, and with a base 90 HP, it can actually be pretty bulky, and one of its most common uses is a defensive set. It has base 110 attack, which is not too shabby at all, and it even has base 100 special attacks, making a special set viable. The only letdown in its stats is its base 95 speed, and while that's not bad, it could be much faster. If its speed was around the same area as its attack, it could very well be an OU Pokemon, but right now it's a UU Pokemon. And that actually isn't too bad for it because it can strive in that tier. When we look at abilities, it has Intimidate, and what Intimidate does is upon switching in, it lowers your opponent's attack by 1, effectively raising your defense by 1. So that is how we can actually get the bulky set to be very effective. The next ability is Flash Fire, which allows you to become immune to fire, and it raises your special attack by 1. Now, unfortunately, it has Intimidate, and it can use that much better, and it already resists fire, so it doesn't really need a fire immunity. On any other Pokemon, this could be a good ability, but not on... Well, it is a good ability in Arcanine, but it's not the premier ability that you'd want to go with. And finally, its hidden ability is Justified, and after getting hit by a Dark-type move, it raises your attack by 1. Now, the only thing about this is it doesn't make you immune to Dark-type moves. You still take damage from them. So, that... It doesn't resist Dark-type like Lucario or Cobalion would. So, it's not the best ability to run on Arcanine. Now, getting straight to the sets. The first set we have is the one I see most commonly. This is a defensive set. And you're going to want to run lefties with the ability Intimidate, and you're going to want to run these moves. Morning Sun is for some sustain because it heals your HP by 50% when there's no weather up. If there is sun up, I believe it does 66 or 75% back to your full HP, so that is awesome if you can get some sun support. We have Will-O-Wisp, which halves your opponent's attack, making you even bulkier. But if you're afraid of other fire-type Pokemon switching in, you can also run Toxic instead. You want to run Extreme Speed, just for some priority to get some damage before you die if you think you're going to get KO'd. And finally, you're going to want to run a Stab move in the final slot. Now, in this slot, you could run Flare Blitz, just to get maximum damage output. But if you want, you could also run Flamethrower, just so you don't have to take that recoil on a defensive set because HP is very important. And for the EVs, you want to go 236 into HP, 236 into defense, and 36 into special defense with an impish nature. That way you can get the best out of your HP and defense while also having some bulk in your special defense, so you're not completely let down there. You're over the 200 mark, so you're definitely able to take a couple hits there. The next set I have for you guys is just a standard physical set. It says overview here, but I just messed that up before. This is just a standard physical set. You want to run Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, Close Combat, and the fourth slot is actually up to you. You can run Wild Charge, which is an electric type attack that does 90 damage and has 100 accuracy, but it does have recoil, so you can use that to get some coverage against electric types. You can also run Crunch, just so you have some coverage against ghost types and psychic types. And if you want, you can actually run Morning Sun if you're running the Life Orb set. Because Life Orb lowers it takes away 10% of your HP each time you use an attack, but it does boost your attack. So if you want to regain some HP just from the Life Orb recoil, you can do that with Morning Sun. On this set, the EVs really depend on the item you want to use. If you want to run Choice Scarf, you want to go for the Adamant Nature, and that'll bring your attack up to 350, and your speed will be at 289. But Choice Scarf boosts your speed anyway, so you're going to be about 420. You're going to be around 430 in your speed. So Choice Scarf is definitely a very viable set you could run. If you want to run Life Orb, honestly, it could go either way. If you just want to get the max out of your attack, go Adamant, but if you want to go get some more out of your speed, go Jolly. And finally, you could also run a Choice Band for maximum damage output, but you're locked into that one move. And for that, you also want to go with the Jolly Nature just so you can get the most out of your speed. And finally, the last set that I have for you guys today is a special set, and it's also a Sunny Day support set. On this set, you basically set up Sunny Day, and then you boost your special attack, so that way you can get very strong flamethrowers. And Solar Beam doesn't take a turn to charge, you can just use it right away. And finally, Morning Sun will be able to heal you up to around 75% of your max HP, so that is actually very helpful with the sun support. On this set, you want to run 192 HP, 248 into your defense, and 68 into your speed, just to outspeed some bulkier Pokemon. And on this set, you want to run a Modest Nature to get the maximum damage output. And also, this set, you could go either way with your item. You could go Leftovers just to get some more sustain, but personally, I'd go with Life Orb on this set because you are getting some more sustain from the Morning Sun, so you just want to heal up. I'd rather get the bulk health and then get some more damage with the Life Orb with Morning Sun than get like a little bit of health each turn and then have the bulk health just in case. But that's my opinion. Honestly, you could go either way. So Life Orb or Leftovers. And that concludes this week's episode of Moveset Monday. Like I said before, if you could please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, that would help a lot. And comment below with your suggestions for next week's moveset. Also, follow me on social media, and my Twitter tag is below my face, and the rest of the links are in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful day.